I'm back with another Front Row Talk podcast, the podcast with expensive opinions. This is episode 106. Before I start, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share this video. Check the description down below where I have my link for my Instagram and TikTok where I post a clip of each and every single YouTube video. Before I get started, make sure you tune into episode 105, last week's episode, where I talked about the Drake and Kendrick beef. Reason why I say beef is because it's really still no response from both ends, I guess you could say. But the public views it as a beef. Whatever. Just make sure you tune into that episode. I gave my thoughts on that, and let's get started with this episode. So in reality, this episode has to do with the same topic as last episode and the one before that. I think it's about to be 2 weeks since we got the Metro Boomin and Future album, We Don't Trust You. I remember 2 weeks ago when I was giving my prediction on the album. I didn't have an idea how the album would sound or like how many songs there was until, of course, I seen what's been posted, like the track list and stuff like that. 2 weeks later, I'm still listening to the album. Really good album. I could finally say that We Don't Trust You, like the song, the first song, the intro song, Princess Diana, is probably my favorite two songs. Really, really good songs. Still listening to the album. So, for those who like to talk about how albums age or whatever the case may be, still listening to it, even though 2 weeks ain't really, a long time to talk about how the album age. But the reason why I want to talk about this today is because Metro and Future, they confirmed their second album, which is called We Still Don't Trust You. They just basically added the still. Kind of clever, I guess you could say. He made it known that it's not it ain't no part two. It's just more so a whole different body of work. Like, if I'm not mistaken, he literally tweeted it. So I'm excited because I seen what we got in the first album. Definitely interested to see what we got in the second one. Of course, still expecting, rap and good beats. I'm definitely expecting different features though. Probably expect a whole other diss or a couple more shots thrown. Who knows? Probably less songs. I don't think that they'll go over 17. They might just keep it 14, 15 songs. I mean, it would make sense unless, they're like, F it, and then you want to drop another 17, 20 songs. They probably got that much music together to be able to put an album and drop. So I mean, it is what it is. Can the second version, or not the second version, but the second album be better than the first? It's a possibility. It's gonna be tough though, because when we look back at the first album, we're gonna say that one had the Drake diss from Kendrick. So that's always gonna be some type of like pull for that album. Second album, I don't think it'll have a diss like that. Then again, I can't really say no, because depending on how things, go till April 12th, there could be a response back if Drake does drop a diss track or whatever the case may be. So it's a lot like up in the air at the moment. What I did find funny though was that Metro did say, he tweeted that he got hacked on Twitter. If you ask me if I believe that, I really don't believe that, because he was just denying. He was saying that he got hacked for certain things, but then when asked if he tweeted other things, he said that it was really him in the time period that he got hacked. It was just a lot, and then he had screenshots as proof, but it kind of had a little bit too much proof, if that makes sense, as if he planned it out and then already had the proof to kind of make it more of a, to sell it more to the public. It's a lot of people who do believe that it was Drake who sent hackers his way or whatever the case may be. He had a bunch of Toronto area code numbers hitting his phone up, spamming his phone. I think they was about to purchase some designer of his cars or whatever the case may be. So it's funny but crazy at the same time. Funny because I honestly don't think that he really got hacked. I could be wrong. And crazy because if he did get hacked, for those who do believe it, that's actually crazy. Now, whoever sent the hackers his way, was it Drake or not? That's crazy, because they're of course trying to interfere with the whole rollout, and probably just his mental space, knowing that he's dropping an album that he probably was looking forward to drop. So it's a lot going on still in the rap industry, especially since um, we still expecting a Drake response. He's been posting pictures on his Instagram story, like him in the studio, and kind of like hinting at a response back. I think I said in the last episode he might wait till the second album. We already know when the second album is gonna come out, so probably after the 12th, probably on the 12th, to try to like disturb the rollout of the second album that Future and Metro got. Probably later. I mean, it could be any moment now. It depends however he wants to play it. He's probably aware that, if he responds now, by the 12th, there'll be like a response back or whatever on that album. And then it'll kind of be like a ping pong game until somebody wins and somebody loses. A lot of people are saying that it'll be funny if Pusha is on the second album. If that happens, I feel like Metro's just making music just to diss Drake at this point. But of course, not every song is gonna be a diss. But that'll be funny though if he does get Pusha T on the track, knowing the history that Pusha and Drake already got together. But I'm personally, I'm not gonna act like I don't want a response. I'm waiting for a response as soon as possible. As a Drake fan, I'm excited. If anything, thanking Metro for what he's doing, because I know what it is to, see two guys go back at it in the rap industry. I feel like there's been enough not rap battles, but beef or disses to know that when we in around a time like this, you kind of excited just because there's more music. See whatever, who has to say what about whoever or whatever, how both camps respond. But yeah, we should be expecting a Drake response soon. If I'm not mistaken, tomorrow's his last day on tour, so he wouldn't have to be worrying about going on the road or whatever. He could probably focus on dropping it. I don't know, but we just gonna have to see what he says. But he's for sure responding. For those who say he's not, I feel like he for sure is. There's no way he don't. There's too much pressure on him, too much eyes on him. There's been a lot of stuff said, like he has no other choice but to be honest. He could ignore it and just still drop an album every year or two and still do his numbers, still sell. But I feel like in the long run, if he don't respond, we will always say like, oh, Kendrick came at him, and like that on We Don't Trust You about a year ago or whatever, and still no response to this day. So it could probably hurt him in a sense. Hurt him but not hurt him, because of course people will forget about it. But whenever there's any type of beef conversation or GOAT conversation, it could, I guess, he probably don't even want nobody to be like, oh, look, he never responded or he shied away. So we shall see. I'm excited. Besides the whole beef stuff, though, I'm excited for Metro's second album, because there's a couple of songs that I like from the first album already. But my two favorite is the intro and then Princess Diana. Hopefully, I got more than two favorites in the next one. We shall see April 12th. But that's it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share. Check the description down below. I have the links for everything down there. And yeah, let me know which side you picking.